Hello, hello. I am Bernette Sherman. Thank you for stopping by to my channel and just to hear what I have to say today. So today I want to talk about interactive book readings. So if you are a writer, aspiring author, and you've got a book coming out, or you're hoping to one day have a book come out, then you want this video and you want to tune in, take a few notes, whatever works for you. Okay, so I'm going to talk about interactive book readings. And I will say that I did this with the very first book I released, Chosen, and everyone had a blast. So if your book is dialogue heavy, it's a great chance to bring your audience into the fold, into that story with you, and really get them engaged. This is especially good if you're doing a solo event. So you're doing a book release party, book signing, and you don't have to split the time. So if you're about to release that book and you can make that space where it's just you, consider this. So why does this work to bring your audience in? Well, you get to interact with your audience and let them become a part of the show. So people love to be a part of the action. And you may have some performers, former actors, aspiring actors, or lovers of drama in your audience. What a good way to bring them in. They can get their fix through your story. So unless you're in the room with just yourself, which can feel a little awkward, you'll get some volunteers. So before you show up with like 10 copies of your book to pass out to everyone and have them read, stop, okay? Because what you want to do is be very thoughtful and mindful about what you're doing. You're not simply having them read the text of what you wrote. You're converting. So it's about the story coming to life. You want to bring it to life. You'll need to take some time to adjust the pages. You'll use the flow more like a script than a book. You get what I'm saying? So you can describe the scene, but you got to get it set up like a book. Set it up so that it runs like a script that you would typically see. So you're going to be eliminating some of the descriptive words, and you're going to put that in the setup. And you might read the setup. You might give that to your readers yourself, setting up the whole scene and the characters who are involved, even perhaps their motivation or what's going on. Kind of like it would be if you were reading a script. So you're going to set that up for them, but you're going to leave just the dialogue and any instructions, so in the typical script, you have like stage directions, and you're going to have minimal stage directions because some people won't know what you're talking about. So keep it simple for a layperson, because you just want them to have to perform the dialogue and have fun with it. And you format it into a script. So just a side note, if you're one of those people like me who's like, oh my God, my book could be a movie one day. Yes, and I'm going to be the star of it. But seriously, right? If you're one of those people who's thinking maybe this is a good script for something, this is a great practice for translating a chapter, a scene into a script format. So once you've got your script, print out enough copies that everyone has one of their own, plus one for yourself. Or you can reformat the one you're going to have so that it has your notes, comments you want to say, anything special you want to add in, like those scene introductions, closings, segues between one scene to a next one that you're going to be having performed. You want your own director's copy, and then everyone else will have a copy that they can use. You don't want them sharing because it's awkward when you're trying to share a script. So something else to be mindful of is that the more characters you have in a scene, the more actors you're going to need, i.e. volunteers, and the more trees you're going to be killing. I mean, we want to minimize as we can. But be very mindful that if you're not expecting, a room full of people, you may not have enough volunteers to cover the scene you're doing. So try to stick with scenes that you'll have enough people to play the roles without you having to also play a role if possible. If you need to play a role, that's fine, but try to make sure you're not like, oh my God, I have a scene for 8 people and 4 people are here. No, that's not cool. So be mindful of that. If possible, this is some, advanced planning, but ask the people that you invite if they're interested in being in this role and having a part in the reading. You will get some volunteers, and if you do, manage your script, get out the sides, which is a section of the script that they need to see. Send it to them in advance so they can read the lines, because it'll make it flow much more smoothly the day of the event if they've had a chance to at least glance at the lines and see what the heck they're talking about and they're supposed to be portraying. Any actor would like that. So yeah, send them the script ahead of time, at least the parts that they need to be aware of, so that they can rehearse. If you can't do that, then it's a cold reading and have fun with it. If possible, also have someone take pictures and record it. Yes, pictures, they really do. They're a story in and of themselves. So if you can have someone take some pictures, record video, then one thing you'll have it to promote next time. You have a living record that you've done this, and it's promotional material. You post it on your Facebook page, your Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media platform you're on, and whatever is current at the time. But if you have recordings, video recordings, and it turns out well, you can also post them on your website, do snippets, and you can also do screen captures sometimes of video. So still pictures and video are a great idea, because you can use them for future promotional materials and just to save the memory of your book launch or book event, because it's a special time to release a book. Yes, it's not like it's really easy to do, I know. So when you do it, celebrate it, record it so that it lives on forever. All right, so that's pretty much it. Just keep in mind, a fun reading will make it more likely others will come to your next reading. So keep it light, keep it fun. Don't be the hardcore director who's like, no, that's not how I wrote this scene. That's not what I mean. Cut. You're cut. You're fired. No, don't be like that, because nobody will ever come back to a book reading of yours if you act like that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit on interactive book readings. Hope you try it out. If you do, if you've done it before, let me know in the comments. Drop a line. Let me know how it worked out. If your guest enjoyed it, if you sold a few more books than you thought you might have because they were engaged. It's hard for someone to be like, oh, I got to be a part of it, and then not buy your book, right? Yeah. And if that's you, I'm watching you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Again, I am Bernette Sherman, BernetteSherman.com. On Instagram, at I am Bernette. Have a good one. Write well. Bye-bye.